I might not be a magician, but I do have a bass up my sleeve. And with him around, I think I can make this level, one that I particularly don't like in the GBA version, disappear. It starts off innocent enough with these little enemies called rompers. If they grab a hold of you, they will begin to drain you of your bolts. I kind of don't want that, considering I'm going to the shop after this stage. But it's on the next screen when the level goes on the rails that I feel like it goes off the rails. And it's more for what's above the rails, because yes, the Monopellans are back, and yes, once again, you're going to have a hard time seeing them before they even start shooting at you. As Mega Man, even in the Super Famicom version when I was playing this, it is very easy to just jump up into a stray shot just the moment they come on screen. It's even worse on the Game Boy Advance version of the game because they will shoot before you can even see them thanks to the compressed screen. Oh, that's frustrating. But one thing that's not frustrating is the CC Roll mini-boss. Well, really, I shouldn't even call him a mini-boss because the goal of this is to let him create a path for you to advance on in the level. Once you've done that, this section will once again feature Monopellans. As base, you want to take it a little bit faster than you did as Mega Man, and you can even do a dash double jump combo over the last remaining enemies in this room. Thing about that is you don't want to jump that second time until the very last moment, or otherwise that back Monopellan's going to get you. More rompers in the next room, but again, they're not too much of a problem. They can't even hurt you. But the Monopellan near the end most certainly can. Boy, this is becoming an annoying little pattern, don't you think? Well, we're coming up on another section where we're going to deal with a couple of them, but the trains are also there. Once you see the first train move on, follow it straight on down the track, and let yourself continue on from there until you're at the end, where once again you want to fire before a Monopellan even becomes visible on the screen. Now we get a gimmick that's reminiscent of the Clown Man Jack-in-the-Box part, except now we're dealing with these spike blocks that will rotate 90 degrees every time the bell is struck. You've got to be careful in this section. Well, I meant more for the spikes than I did the Monopellans, but yeah, they're there too. Once again, I find the GBA's compressed screen to work to our disadvantage in a level that already works to your disadvantage in the Super Famicom version, because you just won't see the attacks coming in time. It's because of this that I find Magic Man's stage to be one of my least favorites in the game, even though if Magic Man himself is one of my favorite bots to fight. Now, the reason Magic Man's so fun to fight for me is because while his movements are just as fast as Burner Man's, his attacks are nowhere near as unpredictable. Depending on how close you are to Magic Man when you hit him, he'll do one of three things. For the card toss, you want to hop the card on your first jump and then over Magic Man on your second, since he'll immediately dash right at you. If you see the orbs coming at you, you want to hop each of those with a single jump, and because you don't know if he'll do the attack 1 to 3 times before going at you. If you hit him from too far away, though, you'll have to deal with the homing doves. We're not going to worry about that in this round because we've got the Tengu Blade, and I feel like cutting the deck. Just like that. It's a fun little fight. It's just a shame that you have to go through that annoying stage to get to it. Such a mean little trickster, that Magic Man. But I think the worst trick of them all is the special ability he's going to give us, because it's not going to have that many uses at all. What a bummer. Yes, the magic card is not exactly a good weapon. In fact, I consider it the weakest weapon in the game. It does do 2 bars of damage per hit, but you can only shoot it straight forward and up. It's that ability you saw to retrieve health and weapon energy, though, that makes it just a bit above the useless mark altogether. It's not the greatest trick in the world, so I might as well show you a magic trick of my own, because through the power of editing, my bolt total is going to increase. I decided to farm in Burner Man stage after the Magic Man video was over, mainly because I wanted to have enough bolts to buy everything in the shop before I even showed you what was in the shop now that the 3rd row of items is now available. The energy saver consumes less energy per use, letting you use your special weapons more. The damage absorber converts damage you receive into weapon energy, while the super armor just flat out reduces damage dealt to you altogether. The next 2 items are Buster ones, and I find both of them to be useful. The Super Buster increases the power of the base Buster from 0.5 a hit to 2 bars of damage per hit, making it better than the magic card. The Hyper Buster just flat out lets you shoot through walls. And as you just saw, the CD counter will tell you how many CDs there are in a level. You need to buy the comm system for it first, and we're going to do just that right here and now. The reason I chose to purchase these things on my main run, even though they're not really necessary, is because I also decided to use this main run file as the same file I'm going to collect CDs on. At the time of this recording, I had only collected the very first 3 as Mega Man in the Robot Museum. This way, I can go back and take all of the bolts that I earned in the next 6 videos worth of CD footage to be able to use for later on when it's time to go shopping again. And we will be coming back to see you again, Otto. But for now, we're going to make sure that we purchase the comm system, the CD counter, and the awesome treble boost that only really has one purpose for me in the base run, and that's just because I don't want to cheat by flying over the levels as fun as it sounds. So, as the past version of me gets set to collect some CDs, the present version of me can tell you to look toward the future as we get set for video number 8, when we go and face the other returning Robot Master from Mega Man 8. Yes, Bass gets to go say hello to an old friend. Next time. Hope to see you there.